Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a brand new week. It is Monday, the most difficult day of the week. Oh yes, the most difficult day of the week. But guys, you need to be up and doing. May God bless the works of your hand in this week. Amen. All right, let's get started. It is Chelsea match day as well. In a very long while, I don't remember the last time Chelsea played a game on Monday. All the games were played over the weekend, but Chelsea's game is tonight. Oh yes, and now we'll be going into the preview later in the afternoon. Later in the afternoon, don't miss out. We are going to go into the preview. In today's game, I can't call it a must-win game. I can only say, Chelsea, we cannot afford to lose. Not even a draw. Chelsea can't afford to lose tonight's game, and in fact, even a draw will be a bad result for us. I don't want to use the word must win because I've used that word severally. So later this afternoon, I will come back for my preview of the game. But quickly, you see, Chelsea fans, it's some, we love our club. But if getting Paul Winstanley, our sporting director's wife, to deactivate on Twitter or X wasn't good enough or wasn't enough for we Chelsea fans, then what else? Now, some fans are going after Paul Winstanley's sons on Instagram. Some fans are going after Paul Winstanley's son on Instagram, leaving comments under his children's profile in Instagram. After we successfully got Paul Winstanley's wife to deactivate her profile from Twitter or X, because she couldn't take the heat. Oh yes. The truth is, there are some jobs or some positions you acquire, you get to in life. You have to develop a thick skin because they will come after you, they will come after your family. But please, Chelsea fans, leave people's families out of it. I understand, but leave people's families out of it. We are better than this. Please. Now let's go to some important or some other issues on our breakfast menu this morning. Yes, our breakfast menu this morning. Let's see what we have. What do we have? Well, transfer news coming up fast and thick. But then, I would like to say a little thing about Jackson. Going to tonight's game, if Jackson gets injured, assuming Nicola Jackson gets injured right now, who will carry the ball and drive down the pitch in this current setup? Who? Let's just say that Jackson got injured right now. Who is in the Chelsea, this team right now, that can carry the ball and drive the team to the opposition area? I'm asking this question because I know what I want to say next. And I want an answer from you guys. You see, the setup, this current setup of Enzo Maresca, it looks like the entire squad is being built around Jackson and Cole Palmer. They are the main pillars in this setup right now. So the question is, if Jackson gets injured right now, who drive the team from down the pitch? Who? Well, let me tell you something. I ask this question because ball carrying is essential to any team. Ball carrying is essential to any team. It's a profile we missed a while ago. It's a profile Chelsea missed a while back, some few years back. Putting the midfield together, that is the kind of player that puts midfields together. A Kovacic, you remember Kovacic? Now we sold him to Manchester City. Kovacic can turn defense into attack with a simple run. If you remember very well, Chelsea player Kovacic can turn a defense into a simple attack. Kovacic can turn a defense into attack with a simple run. Yet he was a midfielder. Currently, only Jackson and Joao Felix. Currently, only Jackson and Joao Felix can do that for Chelsea. Again, in my opinion, finding the right balance with the right blend of profiles to get Felix into the starting 11 with Cole Palmer. To get Felix into the starting 11 with Cole Palmer will be the game changer for us. Don't come after me because of Jackson. I'm analyzing something for you, and I want you to follow me. In order for this team to begin to blend, to play good football and score goals, allow Jackson to play his game as he's doing, the goals will come. The goals will surely come. Oh yes, he's a bit down, but I believe that over the past few days, he will work on. But in my opinion, finding the right balance with the right profile to blend, Joao Felix to play alongside Cole Palmer in this setup will be the game changer for us. Tonight's game, honestly speaking, I am hoping for something like this. I want to see Joao Felix and Cole Palmer in tonight's game together. Let's see. You love it. If Joao Felix can blend with Cole Palmer, because you know why? It will free or give Nicola Jackson a little bit of rest. He will not have to come to drag the ball into the opposition box. He can now just be around the box area. With so many opportunities, so many chances we are creating, he can now get the goal that we want him to get for us. It's difficult to get a ball from midfield, run with the ball. By the time you are in a position to shoot, sometimes you lose balance because you get tired. You lose balance because you are tired already by the time you run with the ball getting to that area. And so if you don't get the right balance, you can't shoot accurately. Dear friends, it is your breakfast, and like I said to you, I'll be coming with my preview of the game later in the day. But quickly, on IG, on Instagram yesterday, my boy, if I say my man, many of you will think it's Jackson, Nicola Jackson. No. Mudryk posted a picture of himself. Yes, Mudryk posted a picture of himself with Chelsea, training jersey with a muffler around his neck. And he says, I'll be back soon. That's the picture you can see on your screen. Mudryk says, I'll be back soon. Is there any positive news coming out of the test? The test B, we understand, contains substance that women or ladies use for their build-up. I forgot the names. I don't have the actual names here. But we understand the test B are chemicals, contain some chemicals that are being used by ladies in their, to build their body system, to get a nice hip, nice shape, nice boobs and stuff. And Mudryk, I don't know when he starts to, whether he wants to get some little bit of breast or he want to get back size. I'm not too sure. So with this post by Mudryk on IG, on his Instagram, I will be back soon. For me, it's a positive news. And I want to hope that he'll be cleared soon. I want to hope. Though I said it before that the chances are very slim. But from what we are seeing right now in the chemical report that came out, the sample B, it's very likely. It's very likely we may see our man back pretty soon. Dear friends, all right, quickly. Chelsea have now dropped to 6th in the Premier League table. Yes, Man City now on the 5th position. Arsenal are still 2nd, following Liverpool. Arsenal are still 2nd, following Liverpool. Yes. Then Nottingham Forest, 3rd. Right? Yeah, Arsenal 2nd, Nottingham Forest 3rd. Then who else? Wait a minute. Yeah, Liverpool 1st, Arsenal 2nd, Nottingham Forest 3rd. Then Newcastle are 4th. Newcastle are 4th right now on the league table. 5th is Man City. But guess what? They played their games already this weekend. So Newcastle is on 38 points. Man City is on 36 points. And Man City, they won. You see what I was telling you guys? Pep Guardiola's shackles are falling off. He's gotten 3 new players into the squad. He's happy about the signings, even though the new players have not yet, but 3 new players. And in fact, it's very likely they will sign more players for Pep Guardiola this January window. Oh, yes. And with his divorce issue settled, the ex-wife has taken the mansion in London, central London. I mean, the huge mansion. Whether is it something like or Manchester, I'm not too sure. The wife has ended some of the properties to the children. That one is fine. It's for the children, yes. His wealth, half of his wealth is gone. But the man looks more livelier last night. Watching him yesterday, he looks more livelier. Yeah, at least the shackles are falling off. He can now focus on his football. As a man, he can always get a new wife. After all, he's still a rich guy. Plus the new signings for him. Man City, 6 goals, and Erling Haaland back scoring. Dear friend, so after signing the new contract of 9.5 years contract, the highest in the Premier League, in fact, in the entire Europe, close to £1 million per week, he's back firing. Man City now back to 5th position, and Chelsea now 6th. Now, Newcastle is on 38 points. Man City 38 points. Chelsea on 6th position with 37 points. Yeah. Bournemouth 37 points. The difference is that Bournemouth have already played. So if Chelsea tonight wins, we will now climb back to back to 4th position with 40 points. If Chelsea wins tonight, we are coming back to 4th position. That means we're going to dethrone Newcastle from the 4th position, and then we will now occupy the 4th position with 40 points above both Newcastle and Man City. The job tonight must be done, and done perfectly. In fact, right from first half, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Chelsea now, we dropped to 6th in the Premier League table. And looking at the teams above us, dear friend, looking at the teams above us, it's actually deeply concerning. Both Newcastle and Man City, even Arsenal, it's something which we need to be worried about. This is the moment where the fight truly begins. The fight for top 4. It's after Christmas, January ending into February, March. I mean, from this moment, the real fight for top 4 begins. And so the teams above Chelsea are very concerning. Man City right there. We're fighting for the top 4 as well. Newcastle, until their last game, they were on a 9-win, streak. This is the moment where the fight truly begins for Enzo Maresca. He must get more out of this squad in tonight's game. No negotiation. Falling short of top 4 finish will be a complete failure for this club. Yes. Like I said, I'll be back later on tonight. Now, Premier League have sent a letter to Chelsea apologizing for a penalty which they should have given to Chelsea. And our head coach responded to that. Enzo Maresca responded. You after robbing us, you sent a letter. Does the letter change the results? You sent an apology letter. Does that letter change the results? The cost of that alone, do you know it? Now, Enzo Maresca said they didn't whistle for a penalty for us, and then we got a mail apologizing, saying it should have been a penalty, but we don't need apologies, friends. Enzo Maresca says we don't need apologies. You've robbed us from our 3 points. That penalty could have changed the game in Chelsea's favor. Now you sent a mail apologizing for what? It's nonsense. I'm sorry to say. They have to institute a board that have to investigate some of these crimes against Chelsea. It looks like we've been robbed over and over. In our last game, Cucurella's hair was pulled, and we were told that it's not deemed to be a violent conduct. A pulling of a player's hair, a player that was in a move that could bring result, his hair was pulled, and the referee judged not to be a violent conduct. Now, they will soon send another email for that also. But you are robbing the club. Dear friends, for me, they should keep their apologies. They keep robbing us every game. Every game, they keep robbing us. Well, let me just point out, our head coach, Mudryk, also needs to start making early changes when things are not going right. He needs to start making early changes in games to avoid last minute you bring in players who could not have enough time to deal with the situation. Big win for Brighton yesterday at Old Trafford. Manchester United. Manchester United. What is happening? Midweek, you guys played some football against Southampton, and people thought, oh, you guys are coming back. Just to fall to Brighton. Big win for Brighton at Old Trafford, as Man United conceded 12 goals in their last 5 home games. 12 goals in last 5 home games. Amorim, Premier League is a different animal game together. You don't know. And you are playing with, you see, the worst part is that he's playing with the fans' favorites. Rashford, now looking for a new club, whether on loan or whatever. And when you have been asked questions about, you say you are the coach and you are the one making the decisions. How deep in form is Rashford? There are people that are in that squad, Manchester United squad. This guy came from 18 years. Now he's 20, is it 25, 26? He's been there long. He has his own cartel in that squad. Eric Ten Hag didn't tell you. Go and ask Eric Ten Hag and Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. Go and ask. And you know more. All right, quickly, I'm about to run up. My time is up. It is your breakfast. Like I said, I don't want to burden you with so much on the menu table. Quickly. Update on Leslie Ugochukwu and Andrew Santos. Enzo Maresca on if Chelsea are considering a recall for either loanees. Dear friend, the fact remains that as up now, there is no update on Enzo Fernandez injury situation. Romeo Lavia, we are not sure whether it's going to be a long-term injury or not. Now, we have only Moise Caicedo in that midfield. Meanwhile, we have Andrew Santos with Strasbourg. And we have Ugochukwu also playing in the Premier League. It's been thought of that, should we recall these 2 players back? Because these 2 players can occupy these same positions for Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez. Andrew Santos is a ball-driving midfield. He's a DM, but he loves to attack as well. Andrew Santos together with Moise Caicedo. It will be a different game altogether. Now, Maresca answering the question, he said no, because we don't know if it's a problem for them, Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez. What he's trying to say is that he's not sure whether it's going to be a long-term injury. He's not gotten an update from the medical team yet regarding the 2. No update yet regarding the 2. But just that we don't know if they will play the next game, which is today's game. Are we going to be getting late clearance for both players, especially for Enzo Fernandez? And in the absence of Enzo Fernandez right now, our midfield, it's a big worry. It is a very big worry. But well, we wait to see. We wait to see. I have seen calls. I have seen many on social media talking about recalling Ugochukwu back. What I would say is that Ugochukwu can only help us box to box in midfield. Box to box. I don't feel comfortable with him as number 6. to be a direct replacement for Romeo Lavia. And what we need is a backup 6 to Lavia because of his injury situation. Leslie doesn't feel comfortable as 6. He doesn't. His big games for Southampton came as a box-to-box player. He played as 6 against United last week and had a few awkward moments on the ball. But off the ball, he was very good. And so he as number 6, Chelsea will end up putting more pressure on our defenders. And in so doing, he might end up conceding more goals. That is his statistics on your screen. He did very well playing as a box-to-box. Against Nottingham Forest, his rating, you can see it clearly there in the Premier League. His rating is there in the Premier League, 7.5. Yeah, against United, he was substituted in the 83rd minute, 7.2. Against Swansea in the FA Cup, 7.7. So for me, box to box is okay, but to play as 6, we wait to see. But I'm not too sure whether he'll be called back. Quickly, I'm running up. Renato Viega has created an unnecessary transfer saga within Chelsea, unilaterally demanding to go on loan. Renato Viega created unnecessary transfer saga for Chelsea. Now every club, Juventus are the latest. Clubs are just coming from left and right, making demand. They want to take him on loan. Hey, I think what Chelsea wants is not even loan. He made a demand. We want to sell him so that we can have freedom. It's getting too much. The latest now is Juventus, Dortmund, almost our 5, 6 or 6 clubs. The latest is Juventus joining the race. Chelsea, we became like a springboard. No, he was not known. We brought him from FC Basel. We brought him to the Premier League within the first 5 months, 6 months. Now, he's now like a big boy. Dear friends, it is your breakfast enough for this morning. I should be back in the afternoon with more exclusives. And my preview, watch out for that. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.